Acknowledge me. We're here. Yeah. What's good, guys? Your boy Hugo Savage back again for another NXT TakeOver prediction show. Impromptu. I didn't know it was going to happen today, but I thought, what the hell? Let's get these live streams on the go. You know, like that. We have Savage Talk every week. We didn't do Mondays anymore, but we had to get this in. And obviously, this week we got SummerSlam and we got NXT TakeOver 36, and they're on opposite days, which I'm not the best pleased about. But WWE, do you think? Why do I keep twisting my hand like that? Well, what's going on there still? But yeah, man, we're here anyway, so I'm not expecting many people to be in the chat. That's fine. If it means I can just run through the predictions. If you are in the chat, obviously you can leave your predictions as well. We'll read them out. But for the people picking up later on, shout out to you guys as well. Do me a favor, just like the video for me. That's all I'm asking, like that. But it's good to be here, man. It's actually better to be at a different time. I know that all the other Savage Talks are around 6:15 and stuff like that, but it's honestly I can't please anyone with the times of when we do these live streams. And obviously the majority of the audience is in the USA, which tells my analytics I think about 70% of the subscribers are from the USA, which is quite a lot considering if you break down the numbers and stuff like that. But obviously I'm in England, so I got to kind of do it to what I can do and work and puppy and family and all that stuff like that. So it's lit, it's live, and that. But I don't know if everywhere else that children are on school holidays, or is it just England? So let me know in the chat if you guys are on a break as well, because I've seen a few YouTube videos. It looks like in America some kids are going back to school, which is a bit crazy for me. But yeah, man, fun to be here. We're gonna run through NXT TakeOver 36. I am excited for TakeOver 36. I feel like for maybe a couple of hours last week, maybe when I made my video on the releases, or the week before, I mean, I let a few people not sway me, because I'm never persuaded by anyone else, but the fact that I've seen so many comments towards NXT and they're not doing so well and everything, it almost clouded my judgment on NXT for a second. But then I thought to myself, I spoke to Brown Chang, I was like, what's different really? Like the weekly show of NXT has never been incredible, but the matches have been really good. And then the pay-per-views are always out the park amazing. And they've still been keeping up with that. Obviously, over the last year, every takeover hasn't been incredible, but it's been a pandemic, and they didn't have the Thunderdome like the main roster did. They just had no one, or a couple of people in the PC screaming, and they've done really well. And if you go back and watch the matches which we have, they're pretty good. But I realise that a lot of people online are just sheepish, really, and I know this because the chances of everyone dropping the exact same comments about the same product is either super coincidental or the product's actually terrible, and I don't think the product is terrible. And everyone was saying the same thing, the whole NXT's dead and blah blah blah. So I don't agree with that. So I'm definitely gonna, I'm all in with NXT till whatever happens. You know what I mean? Everyone's making up all these stuff, sending me messages and things like they're friends with Triple H, like Triple H and Shawn spoke to them, like that would ever happen. If trust me, if Triple H and Shawn was your friend, you wouldn't be on my live stream. You'd be, you know what I mean? You'd be doing something else. You'd have your own YouTube channel with the inside information. So, kind of dead with all of that business. And like I said in my reaction videos earlier, if NXT is a sinking ship, if it is the Titanic, I'm going down with this bitch. Like that. I'm going out like Jack. You know what I mean? Rose hung on a bit too long, so she let him go. But anyway, we're going on to the first match. Shout out to Randy in the chat, Nima. Shout out to you, Martel. Good to see you guys, man. Loyal ones, always here. I love it, man. I love it. Yeah, man. You guys are dope. I was trying to think about, I've got a little bit, I'd like to see more free time, but I've got a bit more time in certain areas of the day now. Because there's gaps where I don't go pick up my son from school and things like that, because he's on school holiday for 6 weeks. So I think he's got like 3 or 4 weeks left. And I want to do more live streams. I want to do more random live streams as well. Maybe give a couple of hours notice and then throw it out. Because sometimes news pops up and it's good to speak to people and stuff like that. But the Savage Talks will still be on Thursdays. Obviously, if they get missed, there's normally a reason for it, because, real life and stuff like that. And then apart from these prediction ones, any random ones that we do in the week and stuff like that, there'll probably be something I'll run through real quick, so you can either catch it on the live stream or catch it when the video goes out separately. But if you're trying to get comments in on them videos in the middle of the week, throw a super chat in. It'd be easier for you to just get through and get your comment up on the screen, because those ones I'm just going to run through. And obviously, the reason why things normally take a little bit longer is because I'm busy trying to read everyone's messages out and that. But I'll hit the chat right now. Jeff Samuel said that here. Let me see. He said, "Hey, Savage, I spoke to Adam from Cultaholic. He spoke to Punk and said Punk told him, not now. I see you Friday. I got plans Friday. I don't know. Shout out to you, Jeff. I don't want to do this thing where I keep saying I don't believe it, because I'm sure people from like Cultaholic and Wrestle Talk stuff have connections to the wrestling business, but I just really don't think that CM Punk, the person, that guy, if he was returning at any point, would mention anything to anyone. I just don't believe it. Honestly, I don't believe it. So shout out to you that Adam and stuff like that, but I just can't see Punk ever saying anything to do with that. So heading to SummerSlam to attack Cena and Roman. Bro, lose my mind. I mean, you guys know on this channel, I'm not a massive CM Punk fan. And everyone's like, well, bro, I don't have to be a massive CM Punk fan. Majority of the people who join the live streams and stuff like that are younger. And like, honestly, if you're like 17, 18 and stuff, then when Punk left, you was 11. Of course, I see why you're attached to him. But when Punk left, I was like 23 or something like that. I was a grown man already, so it doesn't affect me like it affects you guys. Whereas there's people who, from the past who, that's where we go. So, yeah, them ones there. What we got? Nima, obviously. Shout out to you, bro. Always. Randy, obviously. Always. Marta, come on now. The gang's here. Welcome to the Savage Penitent. You know them vibes there. Will this takeover be front of a proper crowd? Yes, it will. It will. I'm pretty sure it will. Yeah, is an NXT audience back in front of crowds. I never even noticed, because they've had people from the PC and the family members. I haven't actually noticed, so I don't take my, but I actually don't know. Lots of weekend against my roster. Yeah, I'll probably argue that as well, but I'm gonna get that tonight. Nice. Thank you very much, bro. Like that. Sponsor sent it. Okay. Donald, shout out to you, bro. I love the Indy Hartwell and Dexter story. Me too, bro. I think it's actually dope. Like that. Brown Chang in the chat. Them way there. But let's get into this, man. Let's get into this. There's no particular order to this card. And I don't know if every news outlet I've checked so far and on WWE.com has these 5 matches pinned in. And usually TakeOver is about 5 matches, so I do agree with it, but there's no tag team title and there's no North American Championship on the line. So I'm guessing one of them will be. I'm pretty sure that Isaiah and Escobar will fight at TakeOver as well. You guys let me know in the chat so I can cover that one as well. But if not, we're going to go with these 5 matches because I do not think the tag team matches are on the line. I mean, tag team titles are on the line. I started watching NXT a few weeks ago. That's the gimmick. That's his gimmick's dope, man. It's dope, bro. He's supposed to be a weirdo. That's what, you know what I mean? It works out. It works out fine, especially with Indy. So we're going to put this in the order, I think. So I'm going to say, to kick off the show, considering most of these matches are with titles and stuff, and I don't think it will go in line with just bigger. I think there'll be little gaps and stuff. I'm going to go with this match first. Okay, Imperium face MSK for the belt. Yeah, from NXT earlier. Does that mean that the North American title's on the line as well or not? Because I've not seen anything to do with that. I feel like they alluded to it earlier on NXT, but maybe I wasn't paying attention. You know what? We'll just talk about that first. So let's go Imperium versus MSK for the tag team championships, the NXT tag team titles. MSK, I can't see MSK losing it to be. Oh, Nima, I understand what you mean, bro. I actually can't see MSK losing the titles. Would I be mad if they lost them? Not particularly. NXT is a weird place, isn't it? Because it's one of those places that unless you're the top guy, you don't need the title as such. You just need to put on amazing matches, which these guys always do. There is a case where I can see MSK, well, I can see Imperium and Walter having all the titles at the end of the night, kind of like Undisputed Era did before. But I'm gonna go for MSK on this one. I think it'll be hard. I think they'll get beat up a lot in this match, but they'll pull it out of the bag. Nima says MSK as well. Dejan says MSK. Maybe they want to do an interesting storyline for Santos. Come on, Scott. Well, they're already doing an interesting storyline. Randy says no Savage Imperium face. No, I know they did, but I didn't put it in the chat. Somebody else did. I never put it in the chat. Of course, I know that there's a reaction on my chat. I literally just done a reaction. So, but if they do fight, this is what we're gonna go with anyway. We can only go with this. It's quite early in the week, isn't it? So, moving on from that match, we're gonna go. Meh. Donald says MSK to retain. Ethan says no one's put Imperium to win, so everyone's in agreement here. What happened to Ember Moon? I don't know. She actually hasn't been injured again from what I've seen, so you know. I honestly, who knows these days, man. Moving on from there, we're gonna go with Grimes versus Knight. You know the $1 million title's on the line. We've seen what happened to Ted DiBiase today. He got took out. With this one, I actually believe that Cameron Grimes will win this because this story is not boring, but it's one of those stories that's short-lived. It can't go on forever. There has to be some end to it, and for the go-home show to be Ted DiBiase being took out, I believe that. Yeah, I believe I want to go with Cameron Grimes in this match. I wouldn't be mad at Knight winning, but I just believe for the gimmick, for the title, for the fact that the $1 million title isn't really seen as a proper title as such. So I think it only belongs in this storyline kind of thing. I can't see Cameron Grimes moving on with the title or Knight moving on with the title and fighting other people and putting it on the line that much, maybe twice a year or something. So I'm going to go Cameron Grimes to win. Money, yeah. Randy says Knight to win. Nima says Grimes to win. Donald, Grimes to win as well. Yeah, I'm going to go Grimes on this one. Not guaranteed, and we don't know for sure. But that's what I'm going to go for. I really believe that will happen. Moving on from there, surely this match will be next in line. I really believe so. And I am really, really excited for this match. We have Walter versus Dragunov. Now, Walter has had this title for 864 days. Everyone knows, and I think everyone's got the same thought now, that they wouldn't mind Walter getting to 1,000 days. It sounds like a beautiful round number. I think I checked the date of what 1,000 days would be, and I'm not sure NXT is not on that day. I don't think it's a day when wrestling's on. So, but I could see it happening. I could see him getting to 1,000 days. But there's also something telling me that Dragunov wins and Walter goes to the main roster, or just the fact that Dragunov wins. If anyone watched their first match, it was incredible. I'm really torn between who I think is going to win. I can't give an ultimate answer. And from what we've seen, Walter always looks dominant, and he did on NXT as well. I don't know. I think I might go tried and true on this one. I'm just going to go Walter for the win and probably going to get to 1,000 days. But I'm not mad either way. I'm actually not mad even. 864 days is a lot of days to have the title. But it is the UK title. He makes it sound more relevant than it actually is. But most people don't watch NXT UK to see him retain it and fight against people. So I'm going to go Walter for the win. I said in a week Dragunov. And something is still telling me might, but I'm going to go Walter for the win. Shout out to Luke Bridge in the chat. Knight wins and Cameron Grimes called up to the SmackDown and helped Baron Corbin cash in. Savage, in my opinion. I mean, it's possible. Anything's possible, but I don't see why Baron Corbin would get help from Grimes. One's broke at the moment and one's rich. And I don't think their gimmicks align, but they could do great work together. Um, my hope is, as much as I love the broke Baron gimmick, I really hope that Big E gets his briefcase back at some point. I don't want it to be where Baron cashes in. But you never know. There might be help. You know what I mean? He had that thing before when he failed his cash in on Jinder because of John Cena. So shout out to Love for Basketball. Dejan says Walter to retain. Nima actually doesn't know. You're on my wavelength there. Who else we got in this chat? Bear with me, guys. This comments are moving a bit mad. So Savage, this match is going to be Savage. You see what I did there? I did see what you did there. You know, like that. Going with Dragunov, but man, they push Walter like UK Brock. Yeah. That's what I did. I said last week Dragunov, but I'm not sure now. But yeah, Walter deserves the push. He really deserves it. It's not overhyped. He's not overrated. He does exactly what it says on the tin. When you see him wrestle, never disappoints. He really knows how to dominate as a big man. There's certain things that big men do in the current wrestling which doesn't make any sense when they're against smaller guys and stuff like that. But yeah, he's going to take off his chest with them chops for sure. Walter refuses to go to the main roster, says Donald. Yeah, man, that was a kind of like a conversation I had with Pete before in the gym. This was about 3 years ago. And I asked him about the main roster. I think, was it 3 years ago? It was when he was NXT UK champion. And he had not yet had his American visa. I remember asking him what he's going to do next, and he said he's going to get his visa, but he said he really didn't want to go to the main roster at the time. So I don't know. In fact, at the time, he said he wanted to try and put UK wrestling on the map a little bit more, but obviously Triple H liked him so much that, so. Dragunov wins and Walter gets called up. Attack Roman out of nowhere. Knight wins and MSK retained. Good call. I think for continuity and for it to make sense in wrestling, though, him attacking Roman slightly wouldn't make sense, as Roman's like the biggest heel damn near in the world at the moment, and Walter's a heel as well. So it wouldn't, heel attacking heels a bit mad sometimes. Because in wrestling you kind of need a good guy and a bad guy. But things have happened. Ethan says prepared for a lot of chops in this match. Yeah, agreed. Raw needs Walter. Bad times. Walter's entrance will make Raw feel important. I'm going with Walter to retain. Sub-7 and night win. Shout out to you, Ricky. Yeah, I said on the reaction earlier that the main roster's calling for somebody like Walter. The problem is that also, like what I said, Walter's needed on NXT as well because he had star power. And I think Adam Cole, we don't know what's going on there at the moment. I don't want to talk about the man's contract too much because I don't know the ins and outs. But I was in his Twitch live stream, and he was talking about his Twitch channel and saying it was never going to go away and stuff like that. And obviously, WWE don't really like third-party streams and stuff like, unless they own it. Like Up Up Down Down's owned by WWE now, so who knows? Savage, Walter will retain and Knight wins. Okay, cool, man. I'm new to this channel and absolutely in love with how shots you always are. Oh, shout out to you, Peyton Manning, the legend that is Peyton Manning. Listen, New England Patriot over here, them way there. Yeah, man. My brain works in a mad way. Honestly, when you see me watching wrestling, not talking about it, but when I'm watching it, I promise I'm proper immersed in what I'm watching. So I don't have that thing where everyone's talking about kayfabe and rumors and stuff. When I'm watching wrestling, I'm in the story mode of, the story will be this. So that's why I'm always shocked. And that's why I don't like spoilers on this channel, to be honest, because it ruins it for me. I watch wrestling because it's what I grew up on. And now I'm older. It makes me feel like a kid watching it, if that makes any sense. And that's why you don't want to lose some of the star power about it, but it happens. Moving on from there, like I said, these are not in order, but I got a feeling what the last two matches are going to be. So I'm going to go for the NXT Women's Championship match. Raquel Gonzalez versus Dakota Kai. Everyone knows if you've been a part of this channel for a long time and you watch me watching NXT, you know that my favorite woman on NXT from way back when is Dakota Kai. But she's not going to win the championship. This is going to be a 2-match one. You know it is. There's no way Dakota Kai is going to lose this match to Raquel Gonzalez and not have a rematch. But for me, for Dakota turning on Raquel, for the promo that I heard them cut on each other, I think that Raquel Gonzalez is going to retain this title. But I am not mad if Dakota Kai wins. Raquel Gonzalez has been a great champion, but it feels like, I don't know if this is just me, it feels like we've been in such a bubble because of the pandemic that her title reign has gone so fast. Like, all the matches have happened really, really fast. Kai should win for me. Honestly, she'd be incredible on the main roster. Honestly, incredible. But I think Raquel Gonzalez is going to win this match, so that's what I'm going to go for. Yeah. It's very exciting though. It's exciting. One of the matches I'm looking forward to the most. TakeOver predictions are Joe Grimes, Dragunov, Kai, and Kyle. Okay, well, you give them away all early. We're going to go through each match individually. I really want to see Gonzalez versus Dakota versus Ember Moon. Will be a good match, just saying. I think it'll be a good match. No story for it at the moment, but, you know, I agree with that. I agree. Raquel wins. I think she will. I think she will win. Split one on this one. Kai wins in the rematch. Yeah, that's what I said. I definitely think there's going to be a rematch. Yeah, looking at it, that it's damn near 50-50 what everyone's picked. Dakota pick up the win by a female debut, helping JC Lane. I don't know. Could be. I feel like she's going to go lone soldier on this one, and I think Raquel wins this match for sure. Moving on from there, we've got 2 matches left on the card. This match, this is what I mean about NXT with the storytelling. The story behind this match, damn near incredible. They've been wrestling with each other for over a decade. They came to the company with each other, formed the most dominant group there's ever been in NXT. One of the most dominant groups that's been in WWE altogether. Multiple championships, North American, the NXT Championship, the NXT Tag Team Championships, Dusty Cups. The Undisputed Era done it all. War Games. And then you knew the split eventually was going to, it was going to happen. There was always hope that maybe we can get them to the main roster together. And I'm not going to lie, since the split, I don't think the split helped anyone apart from Kyle O'Reilly, to be honest. I mean, Adam Cole was already doing this thing. It's helped Kyle O'Reilly. Bobby Fischer's gone. Roderick Strong, for me, has gone backwards. So, yeah, I don't think it's helped anyone but Kyle O'Reilly. Now, we spoke just about the Adam Cole thing, and I'm not going to go back over it again in detail, but you can't help but think, as much as I want to stay in the story, if Adam Cole's contract's expired, are they doing it just to make us, not have a clue as to what's going on? I think that, for me, Adam Cole has nothing left to do on NXT. He actually has nothing left to do. And I know everyone thinks he's going to go AEW. His missus is over there. She's the AEW champion. But I actually believe that he's going to end up on the main roster. I feel like after TakeOver, we see him debut on the main roster. So I'm going to go Kyle O'Reilly to win. I called this match ages before it happened, after their last match. And it's a free, I call it 3 stages of hell. You know what I mean? Old school style. I think the first one is a regular singles match. The second one is a street fight, and the third one is a cage match. That's the one William Regal put together. We're definitely going to make it to the third match. It's not going to be 2-0 to anyone. They're going to make it to the third match. I think it's going to be dope. I really hope that the street fight portion of this match is in the street or they take it to somewhere else. I really hate calling stuff street fights and it just being a full count anywhere. I really hate that. Yeah, Peyton Mann is same stipulation of Gargano versus Cole, but I really hate it. Don't call it a street match anymore. Just call it no full count anywhere, and we'll deal with that. Because back in the day, I seen people in like fun houses and stuff, and car parks and pubs and bars. So, yeah, Kyle O'Reilly for the win for me. And Adam Cole to debut on the main roster the week after or a while after. I know as much as everyone's saying the AEW thing, and that's fine if he does go to AEW. I'm always going to support him because I'm a fan of Adam Cole. And I think if he does go there, it won't be no bad blood either. You guys have got to remember that whatever happens in this match, if he's going, he's going to put on a great show because Kyle O'Reilly is actually, you know what I mean? The friendship, you're gonna try and put the man over as much as you can. So be interesting to see what happens. Peyton said it'll be a 5-star match. Yeah, I believe so as well. Their last match, was it the last one? Yeah, the last TakeOver, wasn't it? That match was incredible. So I'm here for that. Ethan says I'm going with Carl, but would be shocked if they pull a swerve and Adam Cole. Yeah. That's how I feel as well. In my head, 95%, 90% sure Kyle O'Reilly's going to win this match. I think it makes sense as well. Like I said, Adam Cole may go down as the greatest NXT star ever, probably, and he deserves it. And he's done everything on that roster. There's nothing left for him to do. So I'm going to go for Adam Cole to lose this match and Cole to win. Great American Bash. No. The last match was at Great American Bash, but the last match, the match I'm talking about, the great match, was at TakeOver. That's the one when they went through the stage, they went through the ramp, and then they had the chain and stuff like that. That match was dope. Incredible stuff. But yeah, moving on from there, final match on the card. Unless there's anything subject to add or, we find anything more. But NXT TakeOver is normally about 2 hours, 2.5 hours. So I can't see it being more than these many matches. Very excited for this match. Come on now. Yeah, Peyton, the unsanctioned match. I think it was at TakeOver Stand and Deliver. Might have been. Might have not been. Karrion Kross versus Samoa Joe. The NXT Championship is on the line. Yes, Scarlett's in the picture. And please, then NXT. Can he have that? There's no way you're going to give me a pay-per-view with Karrion Kross and no Scarlett. It makes no sense. Come on, man. She makes it, at least for the pay-per-views, it makes it seem very special. Them big entrances. Now, I'm not a baby. I'm not one of them whingers. I'm not going to keep going on about, Peyton just said it. I don't believe he's not going to get buried on the main roster. But I do think they made some stupid decisions leading up to this match. Now, let me remind you that the thing between Joe and Karrion started before Karrion had that first match with Jeff Hardy. The only thing I'll say about them matches, they did not need to happen. They didn't help Jeff Hardy at all. They haven't helped Karrion Kross at all. It's hurt Karrion Kross a little bit in the fact of, I don't care about Karrion Kross being unbeaten forever. Don't need it. Walter's unbeaten. Oscar was unbeaten. All right, you know what I mean? Oscar actually never lost a match on NXT. She gave up the title to come to the main roster. Whatever. I get up. But they should have left him unbeaten up until the Joe match. Why? Joe's already over with the crowd. But Joe beating Karrion Kross, the one who's ran through the whole roster, makes Joe look even stronger. Which means in the future, when Joe decides to go back to the main roster or whatever, fight Roman, fight Bobby, whoever the champion is, I'd love to see Samoa Joe versus Edge, Seth Rollins feud again. You know what I mean? I'm here for it. He would have made him look stronger. Now, the fact that Karrion Kross is on Raw every single week, no. It's hard to see him not staying on Raw sooner or later. But also, they could be swerving us with that, and he could just keep the title and do what he's been doing. To me, Joe's the baddest man. And I'm not mad at Joe winning. I did see Joe's interview, Randy. Not mad at Joe winning at all. But I am going to go with what I really think, and I'm going to go with Karrion Kross to retain the title. I'm sorry, I'm going to do it. I'm going to go with Karrion Kross to retain the title. I am. Funny thing is, I said to my son, when Joe was on WrestleMania commentary, I said that I'd love Joe to go back to NXT and beat Karrion Kross for the title. And obviously at the time he was out, and then he got removed and got released. Now he's back. I don't know if it feels all too rushed, but seeing Karrion Kross just turn up on Raw the day after without the gold is going to be weird, especially if he doesn't have Scarlett with him. I want Joe to win, but I'm going to go with Karrion Kross for the win. I'm going to go with Karrion Kross. Guys, let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Definitely I'm going to go with Karrion Kross. I made my mind up. Karrion Kross for the win. So, yeah, man. Hopefully I'm wrong, but Love for Basketball says Joe wins. Nima says Joey's going to kill you. Joe's going to win. Samoa Joe to win, says Donald. I think Kross will win, but I hope Joe wins and feud with Pete Dunne. Ethan, my exact thoughts was the fact that I feel like Karrion wins and then the next feud is with Pete and Samoa Joe. The way that, Samoa Joe and Pete had that look backstage. I mean, I don't know, but Pete's got that faction behind him now. You don't know if, we get Kross to win this match, the next match they have between each other ends up being a triple threat match with those two and Pete. Pete wins that title. And if anyone is deserving and has waited out their time and patient for this title, it's Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne should have won the NXT Championship by now, for sure. Or the North American title at least, but he should have won that. But yeah, that's my pick. Savage. I like that because people call me predictable. I'm going with Kross for the win. Yeah, I went for Kross for the win as well. I would like to say something because I'm one of those people who every now and again I'm like, it's so predictable. But what I actually mean it different, and I'd like to explain. When people say WWE's predictable with matches, yeah, but it's not a WWE thing. It's every wrestling company is pretty predictable. And you only get swerved every now and again. And if you actually look back in the day, it was always the same as well. You knew that when it got to a pay-per-view, that's where the titles would have changed hand. The problem is there's a way to do it. There's a way to make it not look contrived. That's the problem. The fact of being predictable is not the problem. It's like, I don't want to know that if I think someone's going to win, I know they're going to win with a roll-up. It sucks. So, yeah, you know what I'm saying. I'd love to see Karrion Kross versus O'Reilly for the title. They've already had a match. O'Reilly lost. He got his ass whooped. Where the hell are Oscar, Sammy, Liv, Tony Storm? Have no idea where any of them are. Oscar's around. She's on social media, but I don't know. Sammy was gold, and I don't know where he's gone. Liv, after the Money in the Bank, petered out again. This is what I told everyone. When everyone was telling me Liv should be the champion, it was nothing to do with, me having a problem with Liv. It was the fact that it just didn't make sense. There's always like this thing where it's in and out of characters. And Nima says, I haven't seen him in about a month now. Cesaro. Yeah, it was since Cesaro again not long ago. He came back, but then he got missing again. I've seen him around. I don't know, man. Donald says it's not Pete's time yet. Yeah, a few people said the same sentiment. I mean, I kind of agree, and I kind of don't. I don't think Pete's got the thing where it's not his time yet. I feel like Pete's time, it went past. He should have won the championship around the time when Ricochet and that was still in the, and then probably lost it by now and gone again. Because at that time, he was dominant bruiserweight. People knew he was a problem. People were speaking about him everywhere. He beat Enzo on the main roster. But yeah, they do what they always do, innit? So, and the progression from the North American title to the championship isn't happening anymore. Which it felt like that's what was going to happen with Ricochet and Adam Cole and all this stuff. But Gargano won the North American title, won the NXT title. Adam Cole, North American, and you thought that it was going to be that progression, kind of like what Intercontinental titles back in the day, but seems to not be the thing anymore. So I don't know. Shout out to Gabriel Play. Shout out to you, bro. But yeah, man, there you have it. NXT TakeOver 36 prediction show. We go 5 more minutes Q&A, and just ask the questions, bro. 5 minutes, and then we'll get out of here because not much more to do on this one. We'll have another Savage Talk tomorrow, which will be for the SummerSlam prediction show. I tried to leave the SummerSlam, the main roster prediction shows later on to the week because they keep changing matches, and no doubt by the time I get to SmackDown, they're going to add a few matches to the prediction. But I'm not waiting until flipping Saturday to do when it's on Saturday. So yeah, any questions, throw them in. We'll go up to like 40 minutes and then we'll jump off. I think Pete should have been the one to dethrone Adam Cole. Yeah, Ethan, I agree. He was going that way at that time as well. People have like a short memory. People forget how like big Pete was moving at the time, but that's when he was having the bruiser weight chance, and he was dominant and breaking everyone's fingers. The won War Games. Yeah. Before I joined the stream, I watched you react to Indie Index. The best quote was grab those. Yeah, man, grab those cheeks, bro. I'm looking to put that on a t-shirt, bro, because, grab the cheeks, bro. Can't, bro, any man I see kissing them, missing ain't grabbing cheeks, bro. You're moving a bit fruity, bro. Recently, when they put them off TV, they get released after Bray get released. I won't be surprised if they get released. Yeah, I agree. Although the people that are missing, I'm used to it. I'm used to Cesaro being pulled off TV, used to Liv being pulled off TV, not used to Oscar being pulled off TV for sure. And Toni Storm was weird because she debuted and then just went missing. And I love Toni Storm. I love for basketball. Didn't know you was doing Twitch. Yeah, man, I'm on Twitch right now. This is live on Twitch as well. So if you've got Twitch and you don't want to be on YouTube, jump on Twitch and do it. I might put some Twitch exclusive streams on there as well. But we'll see. We'll see. With those ones, them ones will be super chat ones because they'll be out on my time of work and stuff like that. So Gargano and Candice would be next to be released. Oh no, I think no one's 100% safe, but I think Gargano's the closest thing to being safe. With the relationship that he has with Shawn Michaels, I don't think he was going anywhere. But she's pregnant, Candice LeRae. She's pregnant right now, so she won't be wrestling for the next year. I feel like, we'll talk about SummerSlam tomorrow, but I feel like we'll get Becky back at SummerSlam for sure. And Lacey Evans is ready to pop, I think, so, like that. We can't tell who's going to be released next. Could be anyone. Yeah, it could be anyone apart from Roman Reigns, man. This man, if you're pulling in money for the WWE, actually, then again, Bray was off TV, so I don't know. It's a weird one, to be honest. I don't know. I'm trying to stay away from it. You know what I mean? I get suggestions for like other people's wrestling YouTube channels and stuff, and a few times I clicked on them, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not trying to like come at anyone, but if anyone wants to smoke, I'll punch you in the mouth, like that. But there's some bitches on YouTube. Some of the wrestling streams and that are bitches, bro, crying about stuff, arguing with. I've heard people call people idiots and suckers and stuff because they got a different opinion in wrestling. Because somebody said that they enjoyed Raw, the other streamer was going mad at them. You idiot! I'm like, you can't go mad at someone because they enjoyed Raw. You can say to somebody, I don't know how you enjoyed that. Are you crazy? But you calling somebody idiot for that? Come on, man. Shambles. So them YouTubers go jump off a cliff, man. I can't do with them kind of people. They get arrogant. Absolute shambles. Love. I haven't waiting to come back to Twitch, but always get hundreds. Yeah, man. Well, love for basketball. If you get to the part where you can do streams, you can do the simultaneous stream, so you can do stream on Twitch and YouTube at the same time, and that way you can widen your audience and stuff like that. I'm not like 100% dedicated to Twitch at the moment, but when I'm doing streams, I might as well put them on both platforms and see what happens and let it grow, because Twitch seems to have a few more like intricate things which I need to sort out. So yeah. I don't understand why people are saying Roman got destroyed by Cena. What did you think Cena's promo was? Hold on, let me comment about this. Oh, Neiman, my guy. I absolutely agree with you, bro. I felt like I was the only one. All I seen on everyone's thumbnail, Cena destroyed Roman Reigns. I watched the promo and I was waiting to see where the destruction was. if you think that Cena saying stuff about Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, CM Punk was destruction, that's crazy to me. And this is not it's not an opinion. I'm gonna the facts. What remain are everything John Cena said didn't make any sense. If John Cena cut this promo 4 years ago on Roman Reigns, maybe you could be like, "Oh, we destroyed him," but you can't cut it on Roman Reigns when he's the best in the world. It doesn't make sense. Oh, Roman, you got the system behind you. In fact, you could argue that Roman had a system behind him more when people were booing him for no reason. And John Cena to say someone's got a system behind them is like the richest thing everyone. Like, come on. The people who had the system behind them the most ever in 100% Hulk Hogan, John Cena. That's a fact. That's a fact. Number 2, you ran Dean Ambrose out of the company. All right, John. Well, I don't know if you watched this, but the man got leukemia not long after, you know what I'm saying? Dean Ambrose returned, a little bit hench and that because he had that shoulder injury. He turned on the Shield the night that Roman announced his leukemia. Then Roman had to leave to get better, and Dean Ambrose is still there. So when I don't understand, I don't understand because obviously Dean at the time when Roman announced that he had leukemia, we all knew that Dean was already leaving. They'd done that little thing where they had the Shield fighting against the Hounds of Justice or Dogs of War, whatever. They are the Dogs of War on that main event, and it was about Dean Ambrose leaving. And then Dean just left. So that doesn't make any sense. And then he said that Roman destroyed Seth Rollins' career. Seth Rollins is fighting against Edge. Seth Rollins who had the feud with Brock Lesnar and the feud with The Fiend. Seth Rollins who is a Grand Slam champion. Won Royal Rumble. Greatest cashing in the Money in the Bank. Okay, John. And then obviously he said, I might jump the barricade and I might even blow you a kiss. Okay, well, that was in reference to CM Punk, but the CM Punk thing doesn't have anything to do with Roman, so how does that correlate with Roman? And then he said 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Okay, you got to pin him. Well, that's the rules of wrestling. You have to pin someone. So I feel like John, while he's been making his movies, and I'm not mad at him, hasn't been watching WWE. And he cut a promo, what was relevant 4 years ago. But trust me, Roman Reigns is the best in the world right now. Send me on that. Anyway, get into the chat. WWE should release people that they hardly use. Yeah, you would think it'd work like that, but it's about, you know what? I'm not going to say what it's about because I honestly don't know. You know what I mean? So I know with the big guys, it seemed like it was about money. Not money, what the company needs, but Nick Khan seems to be moving mad. Businessman marketing's mad still. Mazatoso actually gets released though, man. Just like Tyler Ross. Hey, if they release Tony Storm, that's a loss for WWE. She's great. You're not into your opinion anymore, Savage. You're not in. I'm so confused what you said, bro. Write that again and I'll read it out. Yeah. Shout out to you, Amin. I'm good, thank you very much. Hope you're well. Hope your family's good. Thought that Drew or something 1, 2, 3. Oh no, man. I can't stand that Drew countdown, by the way. When he was fighting Shanky and Stanky. Sorry, just checking what Pablo's doing, man. Will people stop watching AEW if CM Punk doesn't debut? No. No. Listen, I'm one of those people who are actually down the middle, impartial. Like WWE's been my whole life. I can't stop watching it for some reason. I can't. I don't think that AEW is way better than WWE. And I feel like a lot of people who are commenting on certain stuff are either watching one of them and just saying stuff about the other one. Because I've seen people say stuff about, I can't watch AEW, blah, blah, blah. They never give it a chance. And they keep trolling. And then I see people, I don't know. You can watch both, you know what I mean? They're not on at the same time. During in the night time, you've probably got the time unless you work night times to watch it. So I don't understand what the big problem is. I will say a couple of narratives, what they come out with, probably doesn't deserve comparison because people will go, can't stand Raw, no storylines. Okay, there's not. I agree because I've said that the storylines seem to be dwindling. A lot of things don't make sense. But if you go and watch AEW, a lot of things don't make sense. The matches are just great. That's all. You know what I mean? Like, there's a few stories running. You know what I mean? Alistair Black, QT Marshall. You know what I mean? But there's not massive things going on compared to WWE. So why can't people just enjoy both? You've got wrestlers on both that you enjoy. Watch both of them. If you can't afford to watch it, that's different. But if you can watch it, watch them both. And if you can't be bothered, watch them on YouTube. Like, there's no need for the hate and everyone has to make a choice and everyone is all of a sudden fuck Vince McMahon. Let's be honest, bro. If you guys have grown up on WWE, the reason why you're a wrestling fan is because of Vince McMahon. You know, you think it's The Rock and Stone Cold and all this business, but it's his business. He made it. You know what I'm saying? When he took over from his dad, it wasn't great. You know what I'm saying? So he built the company up. Yes, he's had help along the way, but I see people saying some random stuff. When Vince McMahon dies, I hope Triple H takes over. What are you talking about a grown man dying for? Is it that serious? Is it that's can you imagine if you watched a bad movie and you're like, I hope when Spielberg dies, the next movie what comes out, I hope his son makes it. Come on, man. If you don't like it that much, don't watch or make a YouTube channel to talk about it like I do. Just, bad writing, trash storyline made D leave. Yeah, that's a fact. He even said it on Talk is Jericho. WWE doesn't even see anymore. He's making movies that shows where Sami Zayn. Don't know where Sami Zayn is, but he was one of the best things I've seen. Hey, Savage and chat. This is a different stream time for you, Savage. Catch us up. Hey, shout out to you, Anna. Hope you're well. I actually wasn't, Anna. It was because I forgot that the NXT is on Saturday. I mean Sunday, and SummerSlam's on Saturday, and I didn't want to do the prediction shows on the same day because they want to be streaming for that long. So, and I wanted to kind of test out the waters and see, what it's like in a little bit earlier in the day because I want to put on some random streams throughout the week as well. So, shout out to you, Anna. Yeah, I agree, Donald. Oh, you're not allowed to have your opinions anymore. I mean, okay, I'm going to say whoever's channel it is, the channels I'm talking about, it's their channel, okay? That's fair enough. But literally the person who wrote the message in the chat, they didn't say, I enjoyed the show, LOL. They didn't say to that person, shut your mouth, I enjoyed Raw. They literally just said, oh, to be honest, I don't think Raw was that bad. I enjoyed Matt Riddle. And the person was like, no, if you enjoy Raw, you're an idiot. We don't do opinions here. We just do facts. You can't have facts whether something is like bad when it comes to wrestling. How is it? I didn't like Raw, but it's not a fact it was rubbish. Because when I was watching Raw, when I was looking at the crowd, when I was looking at Riddle and Randy hugging each other, that crowd was going crazy, which means there's thousands of people who still enjoyed it. Even if Raw's ratings keep dropping, the millions are still watching. Obviously, are watching it because they enjoy it. So, this is your opinion on it, and that's what it is. I feel like you can have your opinion, you can have debates and stuff, but if you just start shouting at people and calling them stupid, that's very silly. My season's coming real soon, which means more videos. Love for basketball, get them videos going, bro. Perfect time. You should do some stuff about training as well, basketball training. Savage excited for SummerSlam this Saturday. I am excited. I'm always excited for SummerSlam. Thank God that I don't need the go home shows to get me excited for it because that Raw go home show wasn't good at all. But SummerSlam is just like Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, WrestleMania, Survivor Series. They're staples in WWE for me, so I'm always excited for them. Thank you, Sarah. No problem, SC. Good story on AEW's MJF and yeah, Nemo, I agree. If Vince died, you watch a lot of fans crying, Savage, even haters. SC, if Vince died, there will be nothing but RIP tributes and I loved you, Vince, and you did everything great, and you was a genius, and you was a trendsetter, and what we would be nothing without you. Well, then shut up, then, man. You can have your opinion on Vince. You can. The problem is, the real problem is, notice that every time I mention bad stories in WWE, I say as a broad statement, creative. The reason why I say that is because creative can be Vince, creative can be Vince and Pritchard. It can be them two and a team of writers. It can be just a team of writers. It can be one person who we don't know. And the fact that they don't have credits at the end of a match to see who wrote the story. So until I see stories with interviews with Roman and stuff, the last 2 interviews with Roman, I think it was the Ryan Saturn one, not the last one, which was like yesterday or the day before, a couple of months ago. They were speaking about Roman's character, and he said that only a few people have insight on it, and he said it was him, Paul, and Vince. And I was like, well, that means Vince has got something right. It doesn't matter if everyone's complaining about something. What's the best thing in the world right now has Vince's hand in it as well. So I know it's his company, but when you get a bad burger at McDonald's, someone's hair's in it, I'm pretty sure you don't go, I hope the chairman of McDonald's dies. You don't do that, and it's to calm down a bit, like that. Flipping out. I'm wearing my Vince top to SummerSlam, I'll tell you that much. Imagine if someone vacates challenge or turn 16-time world champion and main event as referee. And Cell retires, who's the GOAT. Someone vacates their WWE title, Cena and Orton both at 16. Oh, okay, it's hypothetical because I'm about to say Randy Orton's at 14 at the moment. Main event of WrestleMania, Cena versus Orton, Ric Flair's referee, Hell in a Cell, loser retires, who is the GOAT? Ooh. I like the concept of this. Someone did tell me that Rick's definitely going to AEW as well. Like, definitely. I believe it as well. After that thing with Andrade, Triple Mania. If you want to, if it's the people's GOAT, like who on a broad term, people will say, broad wrestling fans, not just like us people who are interested in hardcore, the casuals. I think everyone will say John Cena will be the GOAT. But I think if you're talking about in wrestling, there'll be an argument. If you ask me between both of them, who's my favorite? Randy Orton's my favorite one. But I've had good moments with John Cena, man. A lot of good moments. So, WWE is better not release Sami Zayn. Yeah. Sami Zayn's so good. Bring back. I want him to come back. Conspiracy theories, talking about documentaries. So like that. That video dropping today. How's this year going to go? Okay, perfect. Love basketball. Put it out, man. I'll be watching it when it comes down to my season. Yeah. Put it out. Missing 40 women right now. W not looking good for them. Yeah. It's weird when I mentioned the women's division. You guys go back and look at my video when I said that they need to get rid of the women's tag team titles. That was about 3 months ago. And the reason was because I said there wasn't enough women at the time. So I don't know what they're doing. Mia Yim since let's take care of Keith Lee. Yeah. People, I mean, that Keith Lee thing really got me mad, man, because I remember saying in the stream before, when everyone was whinging, I said, like, stop talking about Keith Lee with this stuff because we don't know what's going on. And as you seen, the man said that he was fighting for his damn life. So I think Miriam, she's gonna have to debut. I think she'll debut after SummerSlam, the SmackDown after SummerSlam now. For me, Randy should win. Yeah, he should win. Don't know what's going through wrestlers' life and don't know what's going on behind the scenes. So did you hear the news of Bianca and Sasha? Yeah, I did. Mate, so much goes on. But you know what I mean? A lot of times we're getting a bit more insight now because we got these documentaries and they even put it on WWE. So I remember there was one with, is it the Liv Morgan Chronicles? And you can see what's going on backstage with her character. And she was about to debut with Ember Moon in a tag team. She had done her hair and changed it and that. And I think Paul Heyman came up to her and said, like, yo, the match is cancelled. That was when Paul Heyman was running Raw for a little bit. So you just don't know. And listen, I don't want to be the person who is that last person to message or comment and contribute to somebody's mental health if they're going through a rough time. So the reason I always keep it in wrestling, I keep it strictly in wrestling all the time. And anything what's outside of wrestling and it's like been reported, I'll talk about it, but I won't give my opinion as such. And anything what there's facts, there's arrest or police, then I'll give my opinion on it. But I never go hard on a person like that because I don't know what's going on, bro. So tough times with patient, your favorite back in WWE, just know what's going on in people's life. 100%. Shout out to you, Josh. Hope you're well, bro. How do you like my reaction? Reaction videos are dope, bro. Although the last one you done with my Try Not to Laugh Family Guy one, I couldn't see your face in it. Me and my son watched it, but I couldn't hear your reaction over the top of it, so it just looked like you posted my video, which, I don't care about stuff like that. But just trying to help you out. There was no box with your face in it. You couldn't hear your volume over the top, so sort that again. I'm going to post some more Try Not to Laugh very soon. Shout out to Brocky. Hope you're well. No problem at all. We're gonna jump off this stream in 5 minutes, but Brocky, tomorrow we'll have SummerSlam pay-per-view. We'll do the prediction show for that, and I'll put a schedule out early so you guys know. I miss Babyface Sami Zayn. I actually don't know that. I love this one, but shout out to you, man. Mia needs to be repackaged. So she's changed her hair color. She changed it because if you go on her Instagram, her hair's purple now. I think it was blue. Let me check. Pretty sure I might be going crazy here. I hope I'm not because it just makes it sound weird. But I'm pretty sure I seen something with Mia Yim not long ago, and her hair changed color. Yeah. Her hair's purple now. So she's repackaged in some way, but I don't know. Could just be changing hair. Are we finally going to see RKO to Almas? Yes. Josh, I'm going to explain tomorrow, but for sure, that match is going to finish with a double RKO from Randy and Riddle on thingy, this guy, like that. I said it before, I'll say it again. Fancy booking is okay, but fans constantly need spoilers and heads up all the time. It's ruining the product. The constant backlash the company have is ridiculous. Oh, Anna. Well done. You said it clear. You worded exactly how I've been said. You remember, was it a couple of weeks ago now? 2 weeks ago when people were writing in my chat what was going to happen with Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez? Everyone has to know everything. And if they don't know, it's rubbish. I like being surprised. You know what I mean? I remember you'll get it as well, Lana. Do you remember just only years ago now when we didn't have so much insight in social media? So I'd watch a pay-per-view or Raw or SmackDown, and I'd see somebody with like a Brock Lesnar sign, or Welcome Back The Rock, and I'm like, how does, and then The Rock would come out, and I'm like, oh my God, about how did this person know? And then I realized in their city, in their town, it had been promoted that this person's coming back. Obviously, to sell tickets, but in England and in other countries and stuff, you didn't know anything about it, so it was a surprise to us on TV. But in the arena, they were just happy to see the person. Now you know that people post like, "Yo, I just saw, I don't know, I just saw Becky in catering, and she said," and I'm like, "Yo, it is what it is, man." You know what I mean? It's what it is. It's this new thing, man. I do agree though. It puts people in a sticky position because there's people in the company are not trying to do a bad job at stuff, but it just ends up seeming like that, doesn't it? Didn't Simon making sense in kayfabe? They could have him win against someone like Scotty. Yeah, I agree with that. I know exactly what you're talking about. Sorry, my dog Pablo is looking at me because my flipping expensive camera is on the floor on the tripod, and he just pulled the tripod and come here. Come say hello to the people, man. Ooh, you're getting big. Yeah. I think the mic's covering your face, bro. There you go. Look, see the camera. Yeah. The people. To the mic. No comment. You're not interested. Don't try and lick me, bro. Been licking your balls all day, but finish the game. You ain't gonna try and lick my lips, bro. Go grab some cheeks, bro. Good boy. I agree about that. I agree. Scorpion, that would have been a perfect way. Did you know Mr. People wrestle? Also music. Did you know we're not? Yes, I did. I agree. I say you most excited for SummerSlam, Seth Roman. In terms of the wrestling, I'm looking forward to Seth versus Edge more, but the whole spectacle, Roman versus Cena, looking forward more to anything. Rusev in 2004 is better than Court Miro. 14. Yeah, that savage Bulgarian brute. I did like it. I loved it a lot, actually. And I liked when he had Lana with him, so yeah, I agree with that. If I was WWE Savage, Adam announced a 6-man elimination match on SummerSlam kickoff. After that. Is that really? Is that happening? Yeah. But did they fight Nakamura on the same? Oh, okay. You should say okay. I agree. That would be dope. You guys probably seen from my reaction to Nakamura winning the title that I wasn't happy that they made him win it on SmackDown. SummerSlam's like it's one of the biggest shows of the year, second biggest arguably, and he's got to win it on SmackDown. No problem at all. Love for basketball. Just watch it back. Yeah, I think I said he would turn on him a while ago. I would love for him to turn on the Miz while Maurice is there, though. Have that kind of like freeze the crowd thing where Miz keeps pushing him out, and then we go from there. So how's everything, man? Happy this week. Shout out to you, Alex. Hope you're good, bro. And yeah, man, fun times. And that we got reaction tomorrow, AEW in the morning, streaming in the evening, and then SmackDown. Yeah, we've got a lot still. Rampage. Maybe we need debut Keith Lee. Yeah, I get what you're saying, Ethan. But to be fair, she's so good as a wrestler that probably best her being on her own. Always have videos the loudest volume and haven't set up my face cam for my reaction videos. Yeah, set that up, bro. It actually doesn't take that long as well. And like I said, if you need advice, message me on Instagram. You okay? This guy's funny. Imagine RK Bro wins, then Elias attacks and return Bray. Oh man, Derek, don't do that, man. Don't give me hope like that, but like that. It would be dope still. Thank you very much, Nima. Shout out to you, bro. I hope you're back tomorrow, like that. I think already dropped the ball and Karen Cross since he lost his debut match with all kind of ruined from joined NXT or something on Raw. I don't think so. I think they can get it back straight away. Yeah, I think they can get it back straight away. It can all be forgotten if they, you know what I mean. So we'll see. But I don't want to just give up on him like that because I feel like it's unfair on him. Yeah, man, Pablo's dope. He just keeps when I'm streaming. Once it gets to a certain time, he just starts looking at me like, "Yo, are you gonna feed me or give me a treat or something?" I should have brought some treats to the table. Pablo will be off in a minute. Oh man. Nah, Daniel. They always do that. The merch is theirs. It's not Bray's. They don't. They own it. They'll pay the WWE superstar some money. Same thing what like they do with Elite figures. It's why was it Chelsea Green's figure just came out and she'd already gone. They don't own it. She ain't gonna get no more money for that. And it's same with the merch. And they've got merch from people who left ages ago in that shop. Go to the sales section and then go to the cheapest stuff. I remember like I brought some Certified G merch like 6 months after Enzo and that had left. So what is it, man? Shout out to you, Ashton. Hope you're well, bro. What is your opinion on the caster? I have no opinion, man. That's my opinion. It's not official. Yeah, I think it is. We never got GMs on SmackDown and Raw. It's not so much just Sonya Deville real manage. I agree. I feel like the Sonya Deville and Adam thing's a bit pointless. The fact that there's two of them, just put one on Raw and one SmackDown and make them more involved because it's all a bit weird and contrived when they're together. I don't understand what's going on there. Yeah, I can bring on what's happening. Some slam. What's going on? Hey, let me hear Undertaker's chimes. Oh man, I think them days are done for a bit. Every time I see Undertaker on social media, the man looks so happy, bro, that he's not wrestling. I swear. So Savage, did you see Braun Twitter 30 in a way? Robert said in the video, see you at SummerSlam and also Mr. Gable Stevenson his head to SummerSlam. Yeah. Oh, hey, listen. Come on now. You know the vibes already, bro. Stevenson and that. Yeah? Olympic settings. And yeah, I don't understand. Ryback ain't come. I watch Ryback's his videos every time he puts them out. I don't watch the thingy ones. The mukbang ones he does. Try to see what he's saying in that. I like Ryback as my guy still, so I'd love to get Ryback on the channel to be honest, but yeah, but this is busy. So do you think that Goldberg is gonna win against Bobby? I'm gonna hope no, so I'm gonna say no. Does Corbin have the money? Yeah, he does. And they've been there was that house show and Baron turned up with the briefcase and Big E tried to get it back off him, he couldn't. If you see on Raw, Cross gets no reaction and they kind of ruined his entrance to a no smoke show. They basically took the best part. Yeah, Brock, but you can't give up on the guy. It's been a couple of weeks. What I'll say is the reason, okay, 100%, but the WWE regular roster fans are not the same fans from NXT. I promise. They're not the same people. That you can see that if you look in the crowd and the Raws and stuff like that. It's more like families that have gone out to watch it, because obviously families know what Raw and SmackDown is, and it's a weekend, not a flipping Tuesday. You know, when they got school in the morning and stuff like that. I just think that those people don't know who Karrion Kross is. I just honestly believe that. But I don't think he's ruined. You know what I mean? I'm not happy about what's happened, but I don't think he's ruined. I think it's a bit much. I think everyone should just give him a chance a little bit. I don't like. It's weird for me seeing him without the entrance. Hopefully, we get it at Takeover. Yo, you can't be chewing on man's pop vinyl, bro. It's in the box. I love him, man. I swear. See Sonya become GM when it's T because Mandy has been hinting. Yeah. Brock shows up, you will scream. I will scream, but I don't think he will. But I would. What are you doing with AJ? I don't like it being booked. Donald, I'm gonna honestly say, I think this whole thing is AJ's choice. I don't think it's being booked a certain way. I think AJ is trying to help the younger talent. AJ's not that young, you know. Like in terms of wrestling, he just looks like he's that young. But when you hear people like Randy Orton and AJ talking interviews and stuff, they're pretty much saying that like we've done everything in wrestling. We're just trying to help out other talent. So he's trying to help us. I don't see any problem with it. AJ Styles never going to lose his flavor, I don't think. Sabotage Mandy. I don't want the Sonya and Mandy thing again though. Like I know the best friends in real life for that business, but I don't want. You know what I mean? But turn out it's Corbin versus Biggie. Nah, they can't do that, man. It'd be pathetic for them to do that again. It's the same thing what happened with Otis. It's just pointless. It's degrading the Money in the Bank. Let Baron Corbin run around with it. And of course, there's a contract in there, so he should be able to cash in technically because John Cena flipping did. But I think Big E finds him, takes it off him. I think he just gets it back off him. But they can do some fun, have some fun with that. Could you imagine? I would hate to see Amos versus Great Khali. Like, Great Khali was great for what it was, and I don't have anything bad towards him. I love Great Khali, but as an in-ring wrestler, come on, man. Oh no, man! I love Elias, so I'm excited to see what happens when he does return. What's your favorite match in ring wise? That's like an impossible question to answer right now. One of the matches that I loved last year was Alistair Black versus Buddy Murphy. Dope. Go back and watch it. Go back and watch that match. It was dope. It was on SmackDown. I think it was on SmackDown. Sub-Savage Cross losing, Taker losing at WrestleMania back then. No comparison. But when he loses, got back together and become dominant. Yeah. I think Karrion Kross is too smart to let that little thing what's happened with Jeff Hardy affect him in a bad way. He can make himself look more dominant. I think he's done the right thing by destroying Jeff when he's had the rematches. So, for Champions team over Moss. Yeah, I think it's his choice. You can't always take this thing thinking that the person's just taking creative. I think if you want to help someone, younger talent, they want a Moss to be a giant and a monster. He's a giant. Just got to help his character. So you can't work with anyone better than AJ Styles, can you? So Friday, Sunday. Oh, it's going to be dope. The interview wants to help Moss. Yeah, he did. That's what I said. I watched his interview, so it would be stupid if something they would do. Yeah, he is. Question one years title absolutely destroyed. Yeah, man. Yes, I'm mixed match. The last time we had a mixed match was today. NXT. Indy and Dexter Lumis versus who was it? Was it Rob Stone and Kamea? Oh man. I want to. What's happened to people? We haven't had where somebody holds onto the briefcase a long time for a while. So I'm happy for somebody to hold on to the briefcase. Would the women get cashed in on straight away? Like that's just a thing, isn't it? Women get cashed in. Bailey cashed in on Charlotte. Nikki cashed in on Charlotte. Alexa Bliss cashed in on Nia. Was it? Yeah, after that Ronda Rousey and Nia Jax match. The women cash in Carmella. The women cash in pretty damn fast. So and then the men, I'm trying to think of the last couple of winners, and Brock Lesnar, well, he cashed in pretty soon. After that, the Brock Party stuff. Seth Rollins kept his for a while. He kept it to the WrestleMania the year after. Braun Strowman cashed in his pretty fast, and then the Shield battered him because Brock, I'm gonna tell you when I'm cashing in. He got beat up. So, yeah, man. So I mean, what was that? Which one for that? Do you think someone? Yeah, Becky. They should do that on AEW. Yeah, AEW would do mixed matches because they don't mind punching up women and that. You know, them way temperate. Would be keys until WrestleMania and cashes in. Yeah, I think Big E. The Money in the Bank contract is like a championship in a sense that like you're holding gold there. Like if you get it right, you're holding gold. And I think Big E's character right now, he wouldn't get what he deserves in terms of fanfare cashing in just yet. And I think the champions, who are the champions right now, yeah, I think you should hold on to it. Shout out to you, bro. Expected surprise. You want to see it? SummerSlam, unlikely. Unexpected surprise. Daniel Bryan. And unlikely surprise. CM Punk. CM Punk very unlikely. Daniel Bryan would be unexpected but possible. Because I'm not like, I don't know if it's just me, but the fact that Daniel Bryan himself has not come out and said one word. He's on Instagram taking photos with his daughter and that. Shout out to Daniel. But he hasn't said anything himself. And AEW hasn't said anything themselves, really. All we've heard is that Daniel Bryan said he wants to work with new talent and New Japan and stuff like that. But we don't know. So I don't know. Chris Braun's a good one because Braun looks like he hasn't said a bad word about the company since he's gone. I can see Braun coming back, to be honest. I actually think he will anyway. Who's going to win the US Championship? Sheamus and Damien Priest are going to win. But I'm going to speak about that tomorrow on the prediction show. Roman, not AJ and Finn, other people support the reason Roman was supposed to be in 2019. I think from this perspective, people who watched WWE before 2015 know Roman. I agree. Oh, yeah, you said this. Okay. Yeah, Fiend's another one, isn't it? Yeah, Aston, I'm not going to get into this because I argued with so many people in this chat talking about Cesaro. Everyone thought I was hating. I said that Cesaro's one of my favorite wrestlers, but I told everyone he ain't going to win no title and he ain't ready for that WWE Championship. And since then, it went downhill. Shout out to you, Nikki Bella. Nikki Bella, matter of fact, I'll wait for that tomorrow. Hey, Nikki Bella's a legend, man. I don't want to see, but what? I introduced him as the way he was to you. I know Vince doesn't watch it. Oh yeah, I agree, but I'm kind of holding off talking about the Vince stuff because I don't know what Vince. You know what I mean? I don't know the reason for it. You don't know if it's Bruce Pritchard. You know what I mean? What if it's nothing to do with Vince? You know what I mean? So I don't know. Yeah, they could have SummerSlam Savage. They said her and Bree said that they're looking to return. So AEW has been overshadowed by CM Punk. Yeah, I don't think I think whatever happens, I'm not one of these people who care about. I don't care about the ratings. It doesn't affect my life one bit. But I'll tell you one thing: CM Punk and Daniel Bryan going to AEW is not going to help their ratings at all. It's just going to stay exactly the same. It'll help their ratings for the day they return, and after that, no one will care because Daniel Bryan was in WWE 2 months ago, and he wasn't helping SmackDown ratings. So, and CM Punk isn't going to. Yo, Pablo, get down, bro. Get down. Come on, good boy. And CM Punk hasn't wrestled for flipping 7 years, so just enjoy what's going to happen. I say, you know what I mean? Yeah, I said exactly the same thing. 15 people, 6 matches, great. The best WrestleMania card ever. One in their prime. I can't do that right now. Can we save that one for tomorrow? Because I'm about to get off this stream. I can't do that right now. But save that one for tomorrow and I'll answer it. Because that's a lot. 15, come on now. What's next for Bray Wyatt? Go write a movie, man. Go write a TV show. This geezer could go and write some Netflix horror show so fast. I can't wait for the last episode of SmackDown this week. Oh no, I love the Go Home show. I feel like Edge is going to destroy Seth on the Go Home show. If between us, probably Alexa, even match, probably attack Alexa. Yeah, you never know, man. 100%, bro. Vince runs the company. The final decision is made by him. Okay, I'm not going to have this argument because that's not. If you think that every decision in WWE has been made by Vince, then I don't know how you think he's got that much time in the day. He hired a president, which is Nick Khan, for the company. Bruce Pritchard is the head of creative directing. He doesn't watch NXT. That's what everyone said. So I don't think he's got like full whatever on that. If Vince is there, I'm sure that when he's there in gorilla position, I'm pretty sure he makes all the decisions. But that Vince runs the company, so he makes the final decision is crazy. Because I'm telling you, the person who runs McDonald's did not put out this week's Rap of the Day. They didn't. That's a fact. Can beat Doudrop and she'll cross it. Yeah, I don't think she'll knock her back to normal, but she probably needs that. Maybe if they take Lily off her and burn Lily, then her powers go or something. She needs something like that, though. See, Fiend and Braun destroy RK Bro, mate. It's Randy, but man, can you imagine if Bray shows up? Yeah. If the lights go off and Bray's there and he gives Braun Goldberg's sister Abigail and ruins him, I'm here for that. Sister Abigail Goldberg's son, I'm here for that. Oh, come on now, you know the vibes, bro, Jason. I'm here for it, man. The Paul Heyman underrated should have been, yeah, should have. Although, if you watch that Inside the Ropes of Paul Heyman talking about Cesaro, he kind of mentions why it didn't work. Wait for Chuck in his. I can't wait either. It's coming out of Sci-Fi, isn't it? Vince doesn't release people, does he? He does some of them, I'm sure of it, but everyone, if you speak to all the people who have been released, none of them spoke to Vince. So, and not I've spoke to them personally, but even on their interviews, Alistair Black, the Iconics, Samoa Joe, Murphy, Kalisto, all of them, none of them spoke to Vince and none of that, so. Savage got feeling Savage. What's up? SummerSlam's about to surprise, like everyone said. There's going to be something massive at SummerSlam, but I don't know if it's going to be a massive letdown. So that's one. Try not to be, because every time we have a pay-per-view, nothing against everyone in the chat. Every time we have a pay-per-view, somebody says to me, "Who do you think is going to come back?" And it never used to be like that, which means wrestling's got to a point now. People are that bored that all they're excited about is people returning. When we've got great talent there, I would be happy to see a pay-per-view with all the talent we've got, all of them being used. Tony Storms, the Sami Zayns, Kevin Owens, Nakamura, all of them being used. I'm happy for it. Are you going to react to AEW Rampage this Friday? Sorry, I am going to do a reaction. Be the same as it was last week, but I will do a reaction. Vince like to all the big power, to all virtual players, indie wrestlers, they can't work together. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. That's what it seems like. Indies more than the indie style of wrestling in WWE is still pretty fresh, still pretty new. That's why in AEW it works so perfect, because it's a brand new company. 12th of October, Sci-Fi, okay. Have you watched? Can't wait. Oh man, I'm excited. Andy. You know, like that. They're gonna be Cardi B. She's super pregnant, bro. I don't think she can turn up. She was that wouldn't be a surprise anyway. Everyone already. That's why her song's the thingy, because she was supposed to perform. She was supposed to be the host of SummerSlam, but she got pregnant. And I'm pretty sure she's about 6 months pregnant now, so can't see her being there. Be weird. I don't want to see pregnant Cardi either. But all right, guys, I'm about to jump off. Pablo is scratching my leg away now. I think he wants some protection, so I'm gonna be back tomorrow. It might be 6:15. It might be a little bit earlier, but I will pull it in the schedule in like the next hour or so. So look out for the schedule. Make sure you've got the post notifications on. Shout out to Morris, bro, head of the table settings. I'm about to leave Morris, but like I said, tomorrow we're doing a prediction show. So I'll be there for that. You missed the whole damn thing, but it's not your fault, bro. You didn't know it was gonna happen. What anime did you watch today, Savage? Just finished watching Dragon Ball Z again. It's my thing, bro. Dragon Ball Z, my thing. One Punch Man I was watching this morning. So why are people like Kenny Omega Young Bucks getting more creative control than Jericho, Arn Anderson, Sting, Jake the Snake? And I don't think that's true. Surely not with Jericho. Jericho looks like he's got all the creative he wants, but I don't know. We'll see. I honestly don't know. What's my Twitch? My Twitch is _ Hugo the Savage. I got confused then. _ Hugo the Savage. You'll find it. It's my face doing this. You know them way there. Anyway, guys, I'm jumping off. We've done an hour and 21. We're supposed to do 50 minutes, but you know, it's fun. So definitely be back tomorrow. So guys, look out for the schedule. Post notifications on. Like this video. Just help me out a little bit. You know what I mean? Like the video. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. We'll be back tomorrow. Look out for that, and for sure we'll do it. They should never did Edge lose to Seth. He never come back. Yeah. I feel you, bro. All right, man. Shout out to everyone in the chat. I love it. Love. You guys are dope, man. Go feed my boy, bro. You know what I mean? Man's just sitting there hungry, scratching on my leg and that, ready to bark and that. You know them way there. Listen, I'll be your boy, Good Savage. Comment, like, subscribe, and share. You know, like that. Grab those cheeks. Run.